Alright, I think I got it rolling. Uh, Hello. This is gonna be a video that's similar to my rooms video. It's just me showing off all the inventions I've made in Rec Room. This is also a video to my fiance as well, just to show her. So, hi. uh, I'm just gonna make a disclaimer. Pretty much everything was made in like workshop events or like help me build kind of thing. So that's pretty much. I never really made inventions like to really like publish or like really get featured. I did get some featured, but I'll explain some inventions. But I'm gonna try to keep this like really fast and just like keep it down to minimal in time. So without further ado, here are all the inventions I have made in this game. All right, starting off right here, this is just a table that I made a couple years ago. This is my very first like whiteboard drawing. Pretty simple, honestly, not bad for first times. This is a little scenery with white picket fences and just a well right here. And then here's the well itself and the picket fence itself. Made this so that way it's easy to duplicate, and I thought people would like it to have it for use. And this right here was an invention on its own to be published. So there are two different inventions. This is a lamp right here that actually works, that has light. A street lamp right here. And in the back here, these also are from the same room, just some basic building and a bank. I joined some like help build, and I think it was some like city PvP. Right here was another kind of like help build kind of thing, or I guess this is something I made to like show off my skill at the time. Not really that good at the time though. Here's a simple bed I made, and then over here's a flower pot that hangs from the ceiling. Here was like a front porch that I did not finish, so it's just kind of here. Not bad though. Over here is some brick thing that I made, probably to be set on like a building. I mean, it looks detailed though. Another flower pot here, more detailed than the last one. This is just some wooden platform that I made. I thought it looked nice because of the bolt and everything. Same over here. This is just a huge giant stage or whatever. Back here has like a story. I was in like one of those help build, and this was just some restaurant in a mall. Over here you can see that I accidentally saved someone's part of their build, but it's just pretty much just a restaurant here, just trash cans and a little wall decor and a sign. Nothing really crazy, it was just something that I just popped in and just kind of did on a whim. This is just some cabinet here. This is a piece of wall. I made it so that way, you could duplicate it and it would be easy to just extend. Here's just the chair, a lounge chair at a beach. This right here is the scenery with that lounge chair. Did like a little picture. I think it was for like a workshop event or something. Or maybe it was just a help build, whichever it was. These are the cloud platforms from one of the rooms I showed in my rooms video, but honestly, I don't know why I say them as inventions. Here is a alley scene with just some rain. It looks pretty nice. There's some garbage here. This right here has a story behind it. So when the bucket hat came out, the bucket hat right here, I wanted to do like a funny meme referencing this meme where it was these dudes wearing like traffic cones on their head, and the caption was, "The council will decide your fate," and I thought it was funny, and I wanted to recreate it with the bucket. And at the time I didn't know how to work holotars, so I just made this. It would have been better with holotars, honestly. It kind of got a bit of popularity from that. Over here is just a simple flower pot. Over here is a crate of grenades and bullets. Made it probably in like a workshop event or something. Here is a beach house. This was supposed to be some type of house set on a beach in some room that I think I was helping with, but I don't recall what room specifically, and I don't think I have it anymore because they probably deleted it, the owner. But it's just a house with some rooms and it's just empty. And over here, I'll just unfreeze this. This is supposed to be a bus, but I'll just unfreeze that and just let it do its thing. Come on, spin around. I'm also gonna play a clip to show you the history behind this thing. Oh my god. Come on, it was just glitching out. Oh, there it goes. I gotta probably just let it go. It'll probably do its thing on its own. Okay, maybe not. This is just the outfit. I've just called it War Duck. It's supposed to be some duck in soldier uniform. And this right here, well, okay. This has history. Back when I used to be silent and I would always have like a soundboard. I would jump around to room events and everything, and at a time, I kept going through events. A lot of people didn't like the soundboard until one time I jumped into a furry event and they decided that it was funny or they actually liked it. So then I just stuck around and just, yeah, I made this not as an actual fursuit. It was just something kind of cursed to see, because like when the full body suit came out, I was just appalled of like how it looked, because I mean at the time we didn't know what arms and legs would look like in Rec Room, and I had a feeling they were gonna make full body fursuits like this, and yeah, I just did this just out of shit, but I never published this or even meant this to be anything. I just felt like this is what they would look like, and somehow they look better than this. Strange. And kind of the same here, I was just surprised of how they added arms, necks, and legs to the fucking bean avatar. But yeah, that's the history of why that exists. This right here is just the area that has CV2, where you can swing your arms about and you can swim. Here's the CV2 for it. I think I got it from a video actually, or I used the video and added my own touch to it. This is what I call the Maker Bazooka. It's just a funny version of the Maker Pen. Doesn't really do anything. A suit for a suit of a robot that I never finished. This right here is the same thing as the bus, except it's a porta potty. Doesn't really move though, because it's frozen. Just unfreeze it real quick. And yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Oh shh. There you go. This right here is some Halloween scenery I made during a workshop event. Same here. Pumpkins right here, just autumn setting. This right here is supposed to be like some type of mini park tree scene. This I made as like an animation. I made it in a dorm room, then I copied it over to a room that I made for parkour, and yeah, I just used it as a reference to remake it. Right here is just a funny picture of me having 69 subscribers. This is a dorm room skin that's made in like a cave. This would be the mirror. This would be the board that you would interact with. The bunk bed desk right here. Up here would just be an upper area. And those are the windows, and there would be trees out here to make it look more foresty. Or people who like to have their dorm rooms decorated like a natural. This is just a laptop that opens and closes. Not bad. This is just another thing, just an animation of a floating robot. These were made in workshop events. Same here, workshop events. Nice cuddly bear, a flower pot. Here is just a tree with some nice lights. Floating lamp right here, or hanging light from the ceiling. This is a gift that opens. You just do this, and then out will pop up a health potion. Yeah. Here is just a thing of set in the North Pole. That's around Christmas time. This is a chair hanging from a beam, so you can sit in it. Here's just a shelf right here of nice little references, and just looks nice. This is just a full suit of a character from another game that I just made some time ago. This is a flower pot right here. This is another nature little tree scene. This right here is just a hanging ceiling light. It's just spinning. A beach chair. A nice couch. More flower pots. Nice tree scenery right here. I liked making stuff with nature. Another flower pot. Went crazy with the color down there. Oh, and then there's this. Yep. This is the snowman from Super Mario 64. Just an animation. Just goes back and forth. This is just milk and cookies right here. This right here is supposed to be a grappling hook, so you can grab onto something and it would pull you towards it. It really only does it on the environment, so you can't. I think you could grab a player actually, and it would fling it to a player. That's the CV2 for it. This right here is a scenery that I made in a workshop event where if you were to enter this, it would change the outer area. It would change like the skybox and everything, though this is a park map, so maybe I'll show it at the end if I remember. Yeah, I made this in a workshop event, so it's kind of cool how I made it without people getting upset because I set it to rolls only. This right here is the bazooka from TF2. Oh, not bazooka, rocket launcher. Sorry about that. From TF2. And then here is like a working rocket launcher that allows you to do rocket jumping. Although it doesn't shoot a projectile. I wish, but I never really went that crazy with it. There's the CV2 for it. And then right here is a winter rug. But unfortunately, I ran out of space in this park map, so I'm going to have to go to a maker room to show you the rest of My Inventions. Alright, so we're in the other room right now. I'll just briefly show you this, but this is kind of like what it would look like. Let me just disable the seeing this components real quick. This is kind of what it would look like a little. Although this is all you would see, so everything on the outside would just look like that. Again, it was made in a workshop event. Same thing here, it's just a chimney. Another wintry scene. Some small little trees right there. Pot of trees. These two right here, I'll just show you what they do. Yep, and that's what they do. Nah. Shit. Alright. Here is just a winter scene with snow falling. It doesn't look like I mirrored it perfectly though. Well, I'm here. This is another scenery of a beach. I just like how the sun looks, honestly. Actually, I'm gonna hide the components real quick. It looks really nice. I'm gonna miss this game with the lighting. I always thought the lighting was good. Small forest here with roses. A mountain range. Made them when I was shrunken down. A little briefcase I made for skits. Probably went like, hey look, take a look at my briefcase, and just show them that. And it just says, you're dumb. And then right here is just a bell with a thing to hit. I made it for skits, so I had like a soundboard to do it. Right here is just the cave with the audio effects. I just love the audio effects that you can make areas sound echoey or muffled. A small house design. A hammer that does this. So if you were to hit someone in the head. Yep. Same thing here, except bonk, bonk. Yeah. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Scout from TF2, his baseball, or his bat. Sorry, Scout bat. Speaking about TF2, this is a dorm room skin that is kind of based on TF2. It was just something that I made, kind of. I don't know. I thought it was just look kind of nice, and I made it so that way you could change the color of the blue to like whatever. I don't know, I just thought it looked cool. Supposed to be like city buildings in the back. Guess while I'm down here too, I can show off this here. I don't remember why I made this. Apparently the invention name is called Heaven Castle, so I'm assuming that it's a castle that was made for a PvP map that was set in heaven. I don't remember. Or maybe it was set in the skies. I don't remember. Here is just a couch scene. You can sit on it. Wall decor. It was like pretty much like a living room scene. Another tree, another forest scene right here. A little picnic and fishing. Spider's revolver from tier 2. Just has. I remember this being freaking hard to make. This right here is just a sandwich. Then over here is a fly swatter. Doesn't really do anything at the end though. It's just something to swing at. I think I made it for skids. Here's that logo I made in one of my rooms, the Zoinks Club. I don't know why I made it. Honestly, it just kind of was at the moment. Truthfully, I never really felt compelled to make a club. Or maybe I did, but I never went crazy with it because, I don't know, I always thought that like making clubs about yourself was just kind of self-centered. Right here is a grabber. Okay, yeah, no, it does work for people. Let me grab myself real quick. Set myself back over there. This is meant to grab items, so let me see if I can grab this. Let's see. Come on, grab it. There we go. And then you can use your arm to raise it up, it would go further away, and you put it down, it would bring it closer to you. Here is just some stairs I made. Just thought they'd look nice. Had to do a cut. I got like a spam call. Just mute my phone. Alright. This right here is just some tool set that I made. Honestly, it's inspired by Minecraft. This somehow got featured, even though honestly, I don't think it should have. It just looks terrible. At least in my opinion. Right here is another cuddly bear. Over here is just some shelf with plants. Speaking about plants, there's a piranha plant from Mario. This is a working treadmill. You could do this. Yeah. This is broken. It's the hammer that I showed in my rooms video, but
Blue team scores.
I don't know why it's the wrong audio.
Blue team scores.
It's so weird. It's not supposed to be that. And then here is supposed to be a working pool table. I'll probably just pull up a clip of me doing it in the other room because this one is broken for some reason. I don't know why. Because it actually does work. It's a functioning pool table that's upside down. I'll just pull up the clip from my room's video. Here is just some executive desk I made for a fancy office. I put it on Inventions. I think it got featured, but I didn't get that much traction from it, unfortunately. Here is just some wooden, I guess, stable set in medieval times, I think. I don't remember. All I know is that it was themed around medieval. Here is just some modern table. Another medieval thing. Kind of looks like a stable, honestly. Not bad, actually. Looks pretty good. This right here I have in my inventions. It's named, or it has like a thing in parentheses that it's stolen. The reason why I have it like that is because I didn't steal it. I made this and I found out that I went to another room and found out that someone had copied it into there. So someone actually managed to steal it while I was making it in a workshop event. I think I lagged out and then I joined back in and found out that someone had copied it, which was just bruh. These are the crescendo bats, just in different colors. Yeah. Me. This is well, it just says itself. It just explains itself right here. An old meme, and yeah, this is drawn by a friend. This is a creepy looking centipede monster thing. I don't know why that's frozen, but over here, you get the idea. This is also shown in my room's video. I'm not sure why that's broken. Rec Room's just being Rec Room. This is just some fancy table. This is my picture of when I got approved for my screen and audio share tools, like the screen Share the screen. I forgot what it's called. Desktop sharing. Well, I forgot the tool. Sorry, just real quick. Just make a little quick cut. This right here is an animation of a dragon that was featured in one of my contest rooms. Someone else had made the dragon. I just made the animation where it was segmented and made it just fly around. Pretty much it. Yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot it. But moving on. This is supposed to be a cube version of a. It's supposed to be a. What is it? Protogen. Yeah. Just a cube version of that. Does look kind of gross, not gonna lie. This is supposed to be a turret from Portal 2, but I stopped making it because it was just freaking hard to make. This is just a gaming setup. Pretend you're gaming. Whatever the hell you want to play. And, yeah, it's just all red. Red and black. Right here is just a nice little scenery. My lights. This is supposed to be like a logo for a room. I don't think I have the room anymore. It might be in the rooms video because I don't think I have reached that far into the rooms video at this point. But I think I did lose co-order in it because of honestly reasons that I don't even know. This is a ring. I'm trying to make a perfect ring, but I guess it looks nice. This is what I call a bup right here. It's supposed to be like a fictional species. A friend of mine had something what they called nibs, and I just thought that it'd be funny to make like I guess, an antagonistic version of it, I guess. Just two species clashing with each other. This right here is just a helmet, the Mandalorian helmet. I don't really watch Star Wars, so I don't really know. I just don't watch Star Wars. I was just challenged to make this, and I made it. There's another living room scenery, just more colorful. This is a helmet that I don't remember why I made, other than I was just trying to make it smooth. This is just some belt. This is a shoulder buddy that you can put onto like an outfit, like on the full body suits. As the logo implies right here, yep, this is supposed to be a logo for one of those rooms where you can go in and make a fursuit. Again, it relates to the group that I was part of like years ago, but they didn't use it, so it doesn't matter. This is a mobster hat, bowler hat remade. It's the spy crab right here. Shoot. Right here, just a ring with a diamond on it. Top hat. Here's where we get into the fursuit stuff again. Actually, I think these were all meant for fursuits, quote unquote. I don't even remember. This is Putis right here, but this was an attempt to make one, but honestly, I never really cared for it. And I tried making parts because, you know, I was part of that, so I thought, okay, I'll just make stuff since I know how to, and honestly, I didn't really get too far with it. But I like this, though. It's Putis. From what's honestly just a fan character from TF2. Just heavy as a bird, tiny. I don't know what the fuck I was going with this. Supposed to be some type of tail, but yeah. This is just a sword with lights on it. I was trying to get that featured, but I don't think it did get featured. Honestly, it doesn't really look that good. This is a little corn buddy, kind of similar to the shoulder buddy over there. And here is supposed to be CV2. This is supposed to be like a thing where if you walk a certain distance, raise your hand, and you would be prompted to go back. If you type in yes, you would be teleported like where you were like 10 seconds ago. Or maybe I think it was like 20 or 30 or something like that. But it doesn't work, unfortunately, because this is, yeah, rec room, just rec room, I guess. A medieval sword, table, a soldier version of the bup. They went to war. This is just another tree scenery. An improved version of the bup because I thought the legs were just awkward, so I shrunk them down, made it look more cartoony. This is just an unfinished bus. It was going to be detailed, but I stopped making it, and honestly, I didn't go back to it. This is some hanging pot. Right here is a tall tree. This is a soccer ball that I don't think it's possible to actually get anymore. So I was able to spawn it in and roll it around. Stop. Yeah. Over here is the mic stick, where this is actually like a Rec Room prop. Yeah. So like it's an actual prop that you can grab, and here's the mic. And then you can put it back and it would snap back to it. I don't think it's possible to get this anymore. Or at least it was possible, but not in recent years. This right here is just a cube. It's the old version of the cube, so it has this weird looking just weirdness to it because it's just an old version of the cube back when Rec Room was young, and I'm trying to freaking get the shape so I can just make the comparison, but Rec Room is just being Rec Room right now. Yeah, let me just make it briefly. I'm also lagging really hard, which does not help. I'm doing this pretty fast. As you can see, the corner right here is kind of like flushed up against. Not all the way, but pretty good. And then over here, you have this, where it's like the corner is over here, yet it's rounded over here. So that's the main difference. Then over here, let's see if I can pull up a button. This right here is the soccer shield. This right here spawns it in. And it really is just a shield. That's all it is for the soccer. That I don't think it's possible to get anymore because it's it's really hard. You have to know someone who had the room. Doesn't really do anything, truthfully. This right here was, I think this is also like the version of the grabber that would help make it more stable to grab someone. The other one was meant for objects. This one I believe is meant for grabbing people. Here's the logo for one of the contest maps I've made, called Camp H2O. That room is also shown in the rooms video. These are some tables. This is just a little thing I made so that way you can duplicate it for ease and you can extend it. It's supposed to be some railing. This right here is kind of like a silly thing. Let me pull out the camera real quick, because this right here is just a small tiny car that you can drive. And the reason why I saved it is because you can't shrink these down. There was a point where you could, but they made an update where you can no longer do it. And so I have a shrunken car that's only I can have. It's just a rare thing to have. This right here is also a thing that I managed to get somehow. Even though I am not a volunteer mod, I wish I was, but I can't really. I wasn't able to get that permission. Just to show you that you can change what it says. This right here was supposed to be a timer. I mean, it still works. It's just a timer to have on display. So it would start at 3 minutes, but pressing this sets the seconds to 10. And all it really does is that it would just count down to 3 minutes, and once it reached 0, it would just reset. These are the purple coins from the purple coins room that I showed in my rooms video. They actually go down, though. I think Rec Room is dying right now for whatever reason it wants to. Yeah, I'm gonna just delete these, but this is the CV2. I just wanted to show that, hey, look, I can actually make something, like make a full-on game mode and save it into my inventions, because that's how small it was. Yeah, but I don't think I don't think that will help. This right here is just a playground that I made for some like hangout room. It's just a small thing for parkouring. Just jumping up and down on springs. Shit. That light fell off because that thing bumps me off. Jump here. Go here. And that's pretty much it. Just here, and that was it. I never really finished it. I thought this was climbable, but I don't think it was. I don't think I made it climbable. I can't climb it for some reason. I don't know. It's supposed to be my logo here. DZ for Double Zoinks. I still use the logo, but I don't post that many videos, honestly. Maybe I will in the future if I find a game that's more fun than Rec Room somehow. This is just a wooden cabin. I think I have this in the rooms. One of the rooms I showed in my rooms video, but well, here it is as an invention. This is an unfinished cafe. Probably got distracted. It was in a workshop event. It probably ended too. Same over here. There's supposed to be like a scenery where you can take a picture here. Although, of course, my game is glitching out. So, there's that. There's just an area, like something like you could put it against on the wall and it would be nice to have with plants and everything in there. Thought it would be nice. Little beach scenery with palm trees. Some furniture here. It's a happy birthday thing. It was a workshop event that was themed around happy birthday, or just birthdays all together. This is a little thing with just a bridge over a small pond. This right here was shown in my rooms. I don't know why I saved it, but I think I'll just get rid of it, because why save something, why download it when I'm just going to have it in my rooms anyways. Right here is just more furniture, and some plant, little thing of toys, and made a little thing, a little toast buddy. This is a jungle scenery. This is supposed to be like just some ruins in a jungle. This right here was supposed to be my attempt of making a capture point game mode for paintball, but honestly, I never was able to get it working, so yeah, I'll just delete that. This right here is another jungle scenery with ruins. This right here is the payload game mode that I made for paintball in one of my rooms called Payload Canyon. It's really just an invention just to show off that, like, hey, another game mode that I made and I can save it as an invention, and you know, that's how simple it was, is that I was able to save it as an invention. Thought it was cool. It doesn't work because I have to start the game, but I have multiple games in here, so if you want to see it, I do recommend going to the Payload Canyon part of my rooms video. Right here is the pumpkin patch right here. Oh, these are the coins from the Silcoin Cavern, I believe, or I don't know. It's from the Solstice, one of my contest maps again. It has to do with the purple coins thing. So I do recommend watching the video if you want to learn more about those. Those were kind of interesting. This right here, I do not remember why I made this. I don't remember what it is. Probably for some nature thing. I was probably helping someone build something, but yeah, didn't go far into it. This is a snowman, the red cape remade. This right here is some hammer that I don't recall making, but I think someone else made, and all it does is just flings you away. Some shelf right here. It's a star rug, a bed here. This is supposed to spawn in the bat from the end of Crescendo, the Dracula bat, after you defeat him, but it doesn't work for some reason. Maybe it's because the room is glitched or something. This right here are these are some assets from the Screecher game I made. It's a contest map. Again, in the rooms video. I saved them because I was feeling paranoid that the developers, like the other creators, the co-owners, would kick me off, and including a friend. They would kick me and my friend off because they were just, I don't know. They were butting heads. This right here, I saved this as an invention because for some reason the lighting broke and the scaling broke too, I guess. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Like, for some reason it does this. I don't know why. I thought it looks. I think it looks cool. It does look pretty cool, but I don't know how. It just sort of happened in that room, and I saved it, and it somehow persists. I don't understand how that happens. Over here is the Screecher game mode, saved as an invention. Again, from the Screecher room, shown in the rooms video. That's pretty much what it is. Just all the CV2 and everything. It's probably making me lag too. This has a bit of a story behind it. A friend got drunk, wanted to do a recreation of that one song. I don't know what it's called, the name specifically, or even the artist. All I know is that it has "I feel like a wrecking ball." That's the lyric. You probably already know what it is, but yeah, that's what it is. They got drunk and wanted to recreate that. This right here is a mountable thing where you hold the button or hold the trigger and you would ride around. My friend wanted to have a thing where you can ride a horse, and that's kind of how I made it in a way. This is supposed to be, I believe, a thing where, what does it do again? Oh, there's a seat here. We kind of want to pull up the camera because I think I was able to actually like control it, or I was. Hold on, shoot. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. This was supposed to be a thing where you would point at someone and it would force them to sit down. See if I could get over there real quick. And I'll just show it here. Pull up the camera. You would just click on someone, it would force them to sit, and you would be able to carry them in your hand. But let me see, because I was able to control it at some point. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It looks so stupid. I could kind of control it. You know, I don't know what this looks, but I'm pretty sure it looks pretty stupid. Oh, here I go. Oh, shoot. I don't know what this looks like. I'm pretty sure it's pretty stupid, though. Okay. Going back to... I don't want to take up too much time. This right here. Okay. This one has an interesting story. I don't know why it doesn't do it now. So this is a seat where if you were to sit in it, for some reason, it would have sent you like far out into the distance. And we had this thing where it happened in a specific room. I don't know why it happened, but you would sit here and it would send you just far out in the distance, and I don't know, you would just be out in the distance, just floating there. But when people are around you, they see you sitting here, but in your perspective, you're like far out into the distance. And then when you get off, you're suddenly teleported back, but you never went away because everyone saw you here. Why it happened, I have no clue. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work. I think I did save it as an invention, and it did work before, but I think Rec Room patched it. But I saved it as an invention because I thought it was funny. This right here is a little plushie of me, the red version of me. It was made for a room that was to be for a memorial, if you will, or it was dedicated to someone who passed away to cancer, unfortunately. I didn't know them personally, just I know that my friend was close and I wanted to help them make a room, and we put little plushies to show support. Unfortunately, that's gonna go down. This is a little living room scene, just with furniture, a bed that you can actually lay in. And then here we are. We're getting close to the end. This is, well, Boogity. The Boogity machine. This is my fiance as a plushie. My cow. She's a good cow. And this is her first. This is my fiance's first attempt to make an invention. This was supposed to be the companion cube from Portal 2, or just from Portal. Uh, Unfortunately, we're not gonna have the time to finish it because of it's just shutting down. Rec Room's going away. This is supposed to be, yeah, this is the final invention. This was supposed to be a framework of an advanced version of the payload game mode, where you would stand in this trigger volume, and uh, it would move, and when you get out, it would take a moment of delay, and then it would start going backwards. And the reason why I made it this way is because it actually changes direction instead of over there where it was the cart and it was on a clamp, or it was on a piston, and it would just go only straight. It wouldn't change any direction. So this is actually connected to the animation right here, the animation controller, the CB2 version of the animation gizmo. But yeah, that's the final one, and sad that we're not going to be able to make any more inventions, but that is pretty much all of the inventions that I have made in my time in Rec Room. So I just appreciate you watching this on YouTube, and I mean, if you made it this far, thank you very much. This is really just a video that I made for just memory. If you feel any nostalgia, you can always, I guess, come back and see a bit of Rec Room. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna miss this game. Bye bye.